Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh!
Jesus Christ.
You want me? Come on. Come and get me. Come and get me. Right here. Right here. Come and get me.
Oh.
Aha! Physics. I just love it. The mindless dregs. What do I call these guys? The dregs. Come on, dregs. Let's move.
So I seen something on Facebook before we came down to record.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new Christian Bale movie coming out.
Always love Christian Bale's movies, well, for the most part.
Also, apparently, may have something to do with Edgar Allan Poe. And there's a trailer that came out today.
Ah, yes. There's a lot to do, like, in terms of Edgar Allan Poe is an author that is celebrated, but you gotta be honest, you don't really see that many movies about him. You don't see that many movies about his work because I guess where it's
a lot of his work is short.
Well, it's short, but I've seen they've turned short stories into like 90-minute movies. Also, not only that, but his work for the most part is sort of dark and macabre, especially ones like The Telltale Heart, Cask of Amontillado.
They actually do them in stage plays pretty often because I got to see quite a few as a kid on different field trips with my school. It's like, I guess it was, I can't remember which teacher it was that took us to a stage play where we got to see The Telltale Heart as a play, along with Sleepy Hollow as a play, which was pretty cool too. But yeah, like, I definitely know they do like The Telltale Heart as a play, and I think they do The Cask of Amontillado as a play sometimes as well. And The Cask of Amontillado has always been one of my favorite ones just because it's like, it's hard to describe, but the concept behind it is pretty terrifying to me. Like being like super drunk, someone being like, let me show you my wine collection. Yeah, it's back there, you know? And then all of a sudden you realize they've chained you to the wall and you're just like, ha. And then you're like, they're my friend, though. Like, they're obviously fucking with me.
No, they're not.
And then they start building a brick wall in front of you. And, like, you're so drunk that you're just like, this is, stop being a goof, you know? Stop being a goof. And then as you start to sober up and you start to realize they're still fucking going with the bricks, like, and you just start to freak out, like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the actual fuck? And, like, you're gonna die and nobody's ever gonna find your body.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that, well, Poe often thought of these things and, you know, could tap into the human psyche in terms of terror and stuff that really reaches people, which is why people.
And I guess the thing about the cask is, like, I've never really seen anything else like it. Like, it's a super unique concept in my opinion. I can't think of another thing that like rips it off or that it really rips off. Like, it's one of those stories that when I think of it, I'm like, that is a truly unique story to me.
Yeah, and those you really have to cherish because so few of them are out there. Oh, Mr. Kitty's down here.
Yeah, he followed me.
Okay, but I see him over there.
I wish he'd come and say hi on camera, but he never does.
No,
Mr. Kitty.
Vega.
Mr. Kitty, come here. He's like, no, I don't want to.
Hey, Vega. How's it going, buddy? Mr. Kitty. Mr. Kitty.
He keeps glancing up, like, but then he's just like, I'm doing something. Leave me alone.
Yeah. He's exploring like he always does. So, we have the trailer for The Pale Blue Eye queued up here. Nick... oh, there he is. Yeah, you got him. Yeah. You got the chunk. Look at him. Look at the boy. Look at that boy right there. Oh.
He's my boy.
Yeah.
Long man.
He is a long boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Hey, How you doing? One day, maybe he'll be comfortable enough to chill with us on camera for a reaction, but
I don't think it's that he's uncomfortable chilling on camera. I think it's just that he's preoccupied with kitty things that he prefers to do instead.
Fair.
Instead of sit still.
Well,
he may eventually choose the couch as like a napping spot, and then we could have him on camera, but so far he doesn't tend to nap anywhere but on the bed over there when he's down here.
Okay. Well, here we go. Let's check it out.
Is it true? You once solicited a confession with nothing more than a piercing look.
With enough patience, the suspect will often interrogate himself.
Oh, Scott?
Detective
Dude, hell yeah.
one of our cadets, hanged himself last night.
That's a matter for the coroner.
I'm afraid that's not the end of it. His heart was carved from his chest.
What type of fella could do this?
It'd have to be.
A bad man.
Need you to decipher this.
Rumor has it they're instructions for immortality.
Someone there?
Damn.
That was some kick-ass cinematography.
Another cadet is missing.
Poe, I need you to discreetly infiltrate the cadets.
What is this?
Blood, symbols, rituals.
Oh my lord.
Man will do most anything to cheat death.
Where are the facts? Where are the simple facts? The truth!
I believe
Yeah,
they
there you
haunt
go,
us
Edgar Allan
because we
Poe.
love them too little.
No,
We're no closer to finding who's responsible for this than we were a month ago. We are closer. It's only a matter of time.
Damn, man.
Hell yeah.
Look at that cast, dude. Okay.
What did that say?
Huh?
Did it give a date there at the very end?
No.
Select theaters on Netflix. January 6th.
Jan
Cool.
6th, okay.
All right. So we don't have to wait too long for it.
So, this cast, I mean, dude, holy shit.
I'm definitely going to look for the select theaters and see if there's anywhere close by, because I
Yeah.
would like to see that in the theater.
Christian Bale, Harry Melling, for those of you who do not remember, Dudley from the Harry Potter films, and also, what was his name in Queen's Gambit? I forget. But Gillian Anderson, Lucy Boynton, Charlotte Gainsbourg, Toby Jones, freaking Timothy Spall, and Robert Duvall. Oh my lord, what a cast! And
this just looks like something that's just 100% up my alley in terms of style.
yes,
Like, I love mystery type stuff. It's got like horror elements behind the mystery. And Christian Bale's one of my favorite actors. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I think he's really good.
Well, every now and again he does something that is, I think, a bit silly and a bit above him in terms of his what he is truly capable of. But the man is a good actor. He's one of the best actors of the modern era, and that can make you crazy. I mean, when you study the method acting, method acting as much as he does, of course you're going to go a little crazy. And I just watch films to see him dive into a character. And I know that recently Thor, Love and Thunder, I'm going to say it, he was one of the best parts, if not the best part of that film, and he was only in it for about 8 minutes. Because of just how he made you feel for him whenever we see his character Gore, the God Killer. And it's such a silly character in terms of concept, but oh my God, bringing that to life was just amazing. Best part of the film, and definitely distracted from, you know, the range of silliness that film had that made it not as good as Thor Ragnarok. And then, of course, my thing that's really got me is Local Boy, Scott Cooper. That's the filmmaker from Abingdon. I've actually met him. Super freaking nice guy. A creative mind, and knows exactly what he wants out of a project whenever he starts. Originally, he started out as like a normal director, just doing, you know, your average everyday dramas. You know, he did Crazy Heart, Black Mass, stuff like that. Now that, I think it was Guillermo del Toro that got him into doing more horror based stuff, and now I think he's really starting to dig his teeth into it with Antlers and now this. And dear God, I'm glad to see Scott still doing his thing. And hey Scott, if you ever see this, man, I mean, hey, yeah, hit up your hometown sometime, dude. I'd love to have you on here and just pick your brain a little bit, because
I like what you're doing.
Oh yeah,
This looks really, really cool.
Yeah, and also we're making a film ourselves, and I'd like your opinion on what you think, even though it's very subpar compared to what this is. Anyway, yeah, this right here is I'm with you. I'm probably gonna go watch this in theaters, because wow. Very, very well. It looks very, very well done. And anyway,
it's one of those things like that. To me, it looks like it may not be for everybody, but it's absolutely for me. Like,
and yeah, it doesn't have to be for everybody.
Yeah,
and it just has to be. It just has to fit the taste of at least one person out there. I mean, in order for its existence to be, even if it doesn't.
I know there are a lot of people like me, but like, you know. We usually fall into the metalhead and some of the more niche crowds, you know.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the mainstream everyday Joe and Jane, you know.
Yeah, Dick and Jane. Yeah, not. Yeah, we aren't. Yeah, we aren't the Dick and Jane. You know, Hardy Boys. You know, we're not in that crust of it. I enjoy stuff like that.
My mom probably wouldn't be into this, for example.
My dad probably would not be. My mom would be. My mom is into the strange, dark, and mysterious.
My mom would be like, that looks kind of warped and too dark.
Yeah,
I would just be like, that's why I want to watch it.
Well, Mom's a fan of Edgar Allan Poe. Mom enjoys his work. My dad's a little more by the book. He enjoys good horror. I mean, for instance, the movie Seven is one of his favorites of all time, as well as True Detective season 1.
I don't think my mom's ever watched Seven, but I'm pretty sure she would hate it.
It's pretty gnarly, all things considered. But yeah, this film I can't wait to see. I mean, thank you for bringing it to my attention, and also
it was something that immediately caught my attention when I saw it was happening. So,
well, and Scott Cooper and his team, I hope, are going to do a tremendous job with this. And for now, though, I think we're going to end it here. I mean, thank y'all for tuning in. If you are interested in seeing the Pale Blue Eye as well, let us know in the comments. And until next time, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all take care, everybody. Peace.